ويلكم باك، نقول السلام عليكم. معكم يعقوب من قناة كويكس. طيب يا شباب، اليوم ان شاء الله نكمل لعبتنا. احنا اخر شيء وقفنا لما قمنا. خلينا نشوف ايش صار. وش كانت المهمة؟ والله نسيت. انضم الى الاخرين لتناول وجبة الافطار. اوكي، نروح انضم لهم لوجبة الافطار. اوكي يلا اتحدث.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am
فكرة مع
Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course.
Hello.
I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
تم القبض على السير. القطع قصة طويلة. okay.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
قطع حلق الوحشي مرتزقة من مجر.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
Well,
It's just what I heard.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said,
كما قلت
they
أخذ
took him
أسير.
captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were two.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna Juvat.
See
انظر
now.
الآن لقد تعلمت
Finally
ذاك
learned.
الأخير.
What?
It's just this kind of
مotto
motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
اوكي، كيف أخذ السيد هانز السهام؟ باختصار القصة طويلة. يا رجال قل لهم القصة. أخذ العدو.
subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it. My arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I could tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
كيف تغلبت على هذا القتال؟ شكرا لتوليني.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the gut. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you.
معليش شباب قبل شوي كان في مشكلة في الصوت عدلتها.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that
Okay.
hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says,
حلو.
may God bless
تحدد
you for your
الكابون بشان
generosity
المغادرة
and
إلى
your
تروسكي.
healing arts.
أوكي.
And you have rightfully earned the
أول شيء
gratitude
ناخذ
of the
الأكل.
House of Lipa for all time. If you should
Okay,
ever
لازم
find
أقوم
yourself
أول
in
شيء.
need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I
okay,
could
خذ
find the
التفاحة
way to
دي.
Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
طيب خلينا أكلم هانز.
Nothing against the
عشان لا شيء
hospitality
ضد
of the
كرم
women
ضيافة
folk
النساء
here,
صالحين هنا
but I
لكني
want to
أريد
get to
الخروج
Trotsky
من
Castle
القلعة
right away.
على فور. ماذا عن بقية أشياء؟ أن نعود إلى المو. رأيت التورت في البركة. ماذا عن بقية
What about
شركة؟
the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
حلو. طبعا علينا نعود
About
إلى.
Muff. He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
لقد رأيته. هل أنت لا تصدقني؟
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you, it just doesn't make any sense that he'd be here.
No, I'm not. I'd never mistake him for anyone else.
Of course, Henry.
السمع مفقودة.
I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
حلو. الحين نسافر. أما عاد صدقت علينا بفلوسها العجيز. جيب سليفر. هذول شكلهم اسماء القائمين عن اللعبة شكلهم. الحين امشي هذه ولا كيف؟ مشكلة الأغنية حقتهم مزعجة شوية، ذا المزمار مزعج. وصلنا القرية. أخيرا خلص المزمار. يعني إني أنا الحبيب. اي احسن تستاهل. خلصت اخيرا. ايه طولوه هي قصيرة. طبيب جيد في هذا القلعة وعلى أقل حلاق.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
هذا كان القلعة اللي كانوا بيجونها أول مع رسالة.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
أي هذه هي.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
والله ما حد لمك. غير اسمع صوت.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's
مو
all this
مصدقينه.
about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
ما صدقوهم.
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
اوكي وش بيسوون الحين؟
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars and we stink even worse.
حتى شكلها خايسة.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
اوكي، اولا علينا نتصل ونغير. يتعين علينا استعادة رسالتنا. يمكننا دائما العودة. وراي
First
لازم
thing we have
نغسل
to do is
اول.
get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
سوف نكتشف بعد النقود. سنعود اوكي.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Service is kind of slow today.
هانز سوف يفهم العار لقد أنت على حق.
We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
طيب، أنت لست مسؤولا عن وفاتهم. دعونا نعود وندفنهم. ماذا أتحمل اللوم؟ نعود وندفنهم.
As soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
أيوة، خلونا ناكل ونشبع ونروح نسوي المهام حقتكم.
Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
والله زبدت له هالعجوز. هذه اللي كانت في البير أول، في البير في المستنقع.
What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you.
تعرف عليه في وصول إلى فون برجو. يا إلهي، هذا البريق ونص.
Picture off. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
ولا شموا ريحتي. آسف.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
اوكي، يبوني اغتسل اول. هذا هو حضر الاغتسال. يلا. سبحان الله، بس كذا غسل نفسك بمويه تصير نظيف. تحدث المرأة هذا. اوكي.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha.
يلا، ما يمديها تتكلم معها، قاعد تتكلم مع ذي العجوز.
Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
اوكي. الحين يمدينا نتكلم معها هاي.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh,
قبل.
eh?
اوه نعم، لا
I
اتذكر.
don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pitch under the castle shitting hole?
لست منظفة. تعرضت للهجوم من قبل. رأينا بعضنا بعض عند
We saw
البركة.
each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
تعرضت في الهجوم من قبل قطاع الطرق. أيوة.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
قاعد تزبد. ابقى صامتا. ماذا تحاول بي؟ أنقذت
You
حياتك.
know very well what I'm talking about. I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight.
ولا زبدت لي.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
وراها خايفة إن تتكلم إنه كانت عندي بركة.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
أوكي. تعرف كيفية الوصول إلى فون بيرجو. أوكي.
Why you standing
ما
here
تقف
like a
هناك
pillar of
عمود
salt?
من الحال.
Are you
أنت
ready?
مستعد؟ أنا لست مستعدا. دائما جاهز. لماذا؟
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right.
أوكي.
What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
حلو.
All right.
حسنا.
We'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
من بعيد.
Far away.
I ain't been further than the back of me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
سمعت شيء عن حفل الزفاف. كيف هي تبدأ الحياة؟ هل هذا هو؟ إيه.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
حلو. هل سيكون اللورد من هو الصيني؟ أين سيكون حفل الزفاف؟ هل يمكن الوصول لحفل الزفاف؟
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
أوكي. أين
Where's the
سيكون؟
wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
أوكي. من
Who
هو
is
الصيني؟
this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
اوكي هل
Will
سيكون
Lord
لورد
von Bergov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samine is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
اوكي اكتشف مزيد عن حفل السميني عن حفل الزفاف كيف تبدو الحياة هنا هل هذا هو الحانة الوحيدة
Is
هنا
this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
حلو أين يجب
Where
أن
do you want
ينقل
the sack
الكيس
moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
طيب
I'll go and
خلاص
discuss it with
غادر
my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
حلو خلينا نشوف ايش صار مع
Talk to that
اخوينا
woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
هذا لا ينبغي أن يكون مشكلة أنا لديك خطة
I'll come up with
سأفكر
something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
هل لديك أي فكرة عما تبدو عليه؟ لا أحد سيعرف عليك سوف ينتهي بسرعة
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
كل شخص يجب أن يعمل سيكون عليك فقط تجربته
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
فإن يتناسب سأحمل الكاس بنفسي إنه الأمر عجب لسانك لا أحد يا رجال أتلف بس أنا أسويها بنفسي.
I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks, even your share.
Thank you, Henry.
وأنت خليك هنا لا تسوي
I'll pay you
شيء.
back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility.
أخبرك بون عن حصول العمل تحدث مع المرأة عن البكاء. أوكي.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
اوكي تمام. وين ذاك النهر؟ مزارع يورك. لا.
You know, so she's safe.
ميرش لا. بوجرد. وين ذاك اللي تقول عليه هذا الحداد؟ ميلر كريزل. ما ادري اي واحد هو اللي يبينا نكلمه عشان الزواج.
Do you too?
How's it going?
Mustn't grumble.
لا أجل مو بهذا، هذا ممكن.
Are you the
أنت ابن
bailiff?
المحضر؟
Hi, that's me.
نعم هذا
Who
أنا.
are you?
أنا هنري مسكين. نحن بسبب من هذا ليس من عملك.
We're messengers from Ratai. We were going to see Lord von Bergov, but we were ambushed.
You and that other dung heap on legs?
I swear it's true.
Look, I'm too old for fairy tales. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
أوكي أنا بحاجة للوصول إلى الزفاف. ما الذي يحدث هنا في المنطقة؟
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samin. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Bergov will come. That's how important our family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Bergov. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Bergov that way, but you can try.
أنا متأكد أنك تعرف اللورد شاب السمين عن حفل. ما الذي يحدث في هذه المنطقة؟
You must know young Lord Semin, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
أوكي خلاص.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
هيا بينا نلعب.
See about that.
خلينا أهزمك.
Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first
يلا
time.
نهزمك على السريع. خلينا ناخذ هذه. يب يلا. عطني هذه.
Have you
عطني
lost your
الخمسة.
mind? You're gonna lose everything.
والله الحظ دمار. هلا خاطر. لا ماني مخاطر. باقي لي 3 بس نرد مع خاطر. اوكي.
These ones here.
عاد لا يكون حظه الحين. اي والله قايلها انا. انا قايلها.
My God.
وصل 1000.
I'm done. Like they say.
اوه شكلهم جايبينها لانه لازم اخسر. خلاص خسرنا. باقي له 400. باقي له 200.
They're yours, lad.
1 2 يا الغبنة. حظ دمار ذا. اخ باقي مشكلة، باقي له 200، فما ادري هل ارمي دولي.
Now, I want to play too, you know.
ما جبتها. 4 5 6. لو انه هاي 3 كان صح. والله بخاطر ارمي مرة
If I
ثانية.
was you, I'd take it.
والله الحظ زفت صراحة. لازم يجي له اعتقال الحين عشان اقدر العب مرة ثانية. انا حظ مرة دمار. خلاص فاز.
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
What can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
هم جايبين اني اخسر، ما في امل يعني افوز. طيب خلينا ناخذ اول شيء هذا هو هنا. وخلي خويه هنا جالس ما يسوي شيء نهائيا. خلينا ننقل بسرعة كاس الطحين. وين قارتي؟ على اليمين. حلو. هنا ضع كيس جانبا. حلو. يلا كمل. هو يبيني اجيب 5 اكياس. هذا الثاني كيس. مشكلة شلت الكيس تصير مرة بطيء. حط الكيس الثاني. يلا على الثالث. نروح نودي الثالث. بسرعة امش. والله هو بطيء. حلو.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
قول له قاعد يسبنا ذا. ابقى صامت، تهدأ، لا تهين رفيقي، تهدئة.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
قطع اعتذر اللورد من الأفضل أن نذهب.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your
تنمر
broken
كبير
teeth
ذا.
with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on then.
You scum!
تنمرين واجد.
Slice him up! Handy young seaman! Good!
ناخذ استمنا. لا تجي تضربني من ورا أنت. هذا يستغل ويضرب من ورا. ناخذ استمنا. حلو نومت الثاني. ابلع 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 ابلع. يلا تعال اخذت استمنا. حلو نومت الثالث. انت بعد بتتهاوش. يلا تعال.
You shouldn't have fucked with us. Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
ناخذ استمنا.
Shame on you.
ابلع. اخذ. والله بقستهم.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
لكم الشرطي.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
ورام تهاوشوا مع بعض.
We'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
أنا الوحيد بأي معنى. أنا آسف لكنه خطأك. لأسنت
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit? And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
تريد أن تلوم
I
علي؟
don't fucking believe it. You're really going to blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern.
We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
تهاوشوا. وانت تعرف كل شيء عن ذلك. انت شقي مدلل. دعونا نتوقف عن جدال.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
اصنع السلام. اصنع السلام.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, cape on.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
حلو. تهاوشوا. في صباح اليوم التالي. يوم كامل جالسين الجلسة ذي ولا الظهر.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Virgo!
خلي كان قبلناه أول.
Oh shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
زعل.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
اوكي خلاص كذا بدينا نتحرك. الجريمة والسمعة. فإذا ارتكبت جرائم فسوف يتفاعل العالم من حولك وسكانه معا. كل فعل تقوم به له عواقب. ما هي الجريمة؟ ماذا الأخير يؤذي الناس الحيوانات الأليفة أو يزعج بحياتهم هادئة. أن يقتل الأبرياء أو يسرق أو يقتحم أي شيء يجب على المسيحي الصادق. العواقب الجريمة. بالجريمة فالناس ليسوا أغبياء وقد يستنتجون أنك أنت من ارتكب الجريمة. لن تكون آمنا حتى لو يمسك بك أحد متلبسا. السمعة تحسين سمعتك. لا، السمعة أول شيء. ساعدت أو أذيت شخصا ما فسوف يسمع الآخرون في المنطقة عن ذلك قريبا. تنتشر الطريقة التي تتصرف بها بين الناس. لذلك إذا تحسين سمعتك عن طريق دفع صكوك الغفران أو الحج التائب والذي يمكن أن يفرضه الكائن. يمكن دائما تصحيح السمعة السيئة. اضطرابات الحارس يتعزم مجرد استقرار الأمور السعيدة. أوكي، ما عندك أي مشكلة. يمكن العثور على معلومات حول سمعتك في أوكي، كذا نعرف السمعة حقتنا. وين السمعة؟ تغذية، امتيازات، النقاط المميزة. يمكن هنا مستوى، لا. وين السمعة؟ هذه اوكي. قال لي اضغط بي. هنا السمعة. هنا السمعة 7، القوة 7. اوكي، قوة التحمل، صحة. اوكي، ما في اي مشكلة. سأجل الموت بدونك ايها متطفلو حفلات الزفاف. ابحث عن سيف اللبن لورد. ادخل الى حفل الزفاف بمساعدة الحداد او الردن. احصل على
هنري.
اوكي، خلينا نشوف المهام. هنا الطعام بالقرب من اشجار البتولة من حجر احنا كنا هنا اصلا. شوف مشينا هذا كله. اوكي، طفلوا حفلات. ابحث عن السيف. خلاص اوكي. ادخل الى حفل الزفاف بمساعدة الحداد او الردن. الى حفل الزفاف بمساعدة الطحان كريزر. اختيار الحصان الامكانية الوصول. اوكي، ما في اي مشكلة. طيب يا شباب، هنا احب انهي الحلقة. اتمنى الحلقة عجبتكم. لا تنسون اللايك والاشتراك وكتابة التعليق. سلام.